Today we're going to talk about the term overdressed. Have you ever heard those whispers? What is she wearing? Who does he think he is dressed like that? We live in this world where people dress down, think small, and expect you to shrink yourself to make them feel comfortable. But their standards are not your ceiling. And on the topic of overdressed, I only have to do two things today. I need to pick up mail. I have to write because I'm working on a course, because a question I get asked all the time is, I would love to dress like that, but I don't know where to start. So I'm building a course out for all that, which will be hopefully launched towards the end of summer. But anyways, that's a topic for another day. The other thing I need to do today is my guitar lesson, because it's Monday, but it'll be Tuesday when you watch this, but also nonetheless. So despite me not going anywhere, I mean, I could just pop to a local coffee shop for an hour and do some writing in there, or I could just stay home and write. Either way, it doesn't require trousers and a shirt, and it certainly doesn't require a jacket. This topic kind of popped into my mind because somebody commented on my Instagram saying that you wore a tie to the Knicks game and you wore a tie golfing and it was unnecessary and it was overdressed and it was this and it was that. And I really thought to myself, why do you care? Why do you care what I'm wearing? If you paid money to go to a Knicks game, if you paid money to play a round of golf, why do you give two flying fucks what somebody else is wearing? And why should I shrink myself to meet your low expectations of life? Because you are not born to be mediocre. So if you want to wear a three-piece suit on a random Tuesday because it makes you feel alive, then do it. Maybe you're into vintage streetwear or wild tailoring, or maybe you want to experiment with a new style entirely. Maybe it's punk, mod, classic, avant-garde. Who cares? Own it. Whatever it is, wear it with conviction, not to impress anybody, but because it's a reflection of who you are. This is just a dock to charge my AirPods and my phone on my desk all at once. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but desk organization is key. Wandering Bear, thank you for the coffee. Sculpt energy drinks. I don't want to be hyperactive, but Sculpt. Thank you. Electrolytes green tea, 100% RIBC-D vitamins, 0 sugar, 0 calories. Sculpted. Thanks for the drinks. Now back to the topic. So as I was saying, wear it because it's a reflection of who you are. Because the truth is, life is too short to let the judgment of someone average define your greatness. The next time somebody says you're overdressed, just simply smile And remind yourself, you're dressed for the life they gave up on. And as I said, it really is irrelevant how you dress. I don't care if you're a punk, emo, mod, if it's extravagant tailoring, if it's vintage streetwear, if it's Japanese style technical streetwear. Frankly, I don't care, because it's none of my business. As long as you're dressing for you and I'm dressing for me, who actually gives a flying fuck? So to round off this topic before I go to my guitar lesson, let's take 5 reasons why shrinking yourself is absolutely detrimental to you as a person. And then I'll give you 5 tips on how to give less fucks about random opinions on you, on how you dress, on you as a person, on how you look, on anything. Number 1 is the erosion of your self-identity. Constantly downplaying your personality, your style, your opinions to just appraise others can and will lead to a loss of identity. Over time, you may forget completely who you are as a person and what you stand for. Number 2, stifled personal growth. Avoiding self-expression in order to fit in can and will hinder your personal development. Embracing your uniqueness and your passions and your personality is essential for growth and is essential for self-discovery. Number 3, inauthentic relationships. When you shrink who you are, when you suppress your true self, the relationships you form are all based on a facade, because it's not who you really are. And the people you're building these relationships with don't actually like you for who you are. They like the person that you're pretending to be. This will inevitably lead to feelings of isolation and dissatisfaction in any of those relationships, whether they are romantic or platonic. In order to truly connect with a person, you need to completely be yourself. They need to completely be themselves. So then you can connect on a deeper level. Number 4, it will increase your stress and your anxiety. Constantly having to monitor and adjust your behavior to fit in with the people around you because you are conscious of their opinions or their judgment. Shrinking yourself to meet their expectations of you. It will become mentally exhausting, and that will lead to higher levels of stress and anxiety. You just simply won't enjoy being around these people because you feel that you just can't be yourself. And number 5, and probably the most important of this list, is missed opportunity. By not showcasing your true authentic self, you will definitely miss out on opportunities that align with the person you actually are, with the true passions and strengths that your personality showcases. By not being you, you're going to miss out on all the wonderful things that life has for you. And now that I've given you 5 reasons to shed that shell and grow, let's look at 5 ways to embrace your authentic self and stop giving a flying fuck what other people think. Number 1 is self-reflection. This is something that I do on probably a weekly basis. And that is regularly taking time to reflect on values, passions, and goals. Am I doing things that I'm genuinely passionate about? Am I still loving doing what I'm doing? Do I love making these videos? Do I love making fashion content on Instagram and TikTok? Because the second I get bored or I'm fed up or I'm not truly loving what I'm doing is the second that I change. I can always go back to a day job. It's not the end of the world, but as long as I love doing what I'm doing, I will continue to do it. So reflection on values, passions, and goals, and truly understanding yourself better will empower that authenticity. It will empower you to live in a more authentic way because it gives you permission to just be yourself. Number 2, set personal and professional boundaries. Establishing boundaries to not only protect yourself, but to protect your values makes it really easy to identify those moments and those people that want you to shrink to meet their expectations. And then you can decide that's not for me. And you can cut that relationship off, move on. Communicating these boundaries to other people leads to much more healthy relationships, because if you express that you're unhappy with something, that if you dress a certain way and one of your friends in the group is constantly nailing you for it, you have two options. You can cut them the fuck out of your life, or you can communicate to them being like, hey, that's just not okay. You know, I'm all for taking a joke. We can joke back and forth. We're friends. But there is a fine line, and you're teetering along that line. Set boundaries. Be clear with those boundaries. And if someone doesn't respect them, cut them out. Number 3, celebrate your uniqueness. Embracing what makes you different. From a business standpoint, it is your USP, your unique selling point. Nobody can be you. That's the whole point. People can copy, yeah. Like we see it on YouTube. We definitely see it on TikTok and Instagram all of the time. People have built entire careers ripping off my videos, literally bar for bar. But they'll never be me. They can have success with the videos. They've built whole careers off them. They do brand deals. And I can sit here and I can mope and whine that those brand deals should be mine because it was my original content that they stole. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Woe me. Who cares? They will never be me. And that's what I have to remind myself all the time. I never once started making these videos in order to make money. I made the videos because I enjoyed making the videos. It made me happy. I enjoyed connecting with you guys. I enjoyed the process of getting dressed every day and making the videos. And it just led to the very life that I'm privileged to live right now. So whether it's your fashion sense or your hobbies or your viewpoints, these aspects, whether it be one or whether it be multiple, contribute to your individuality. Number 4, surround yourself with supportive people. So I saw this on a thread the other day, and it's by a creator called Poem by Her, and she said, "Dear artist, normalized unfollowing supportive friends or family on your creative pages." To which I responded, "Dear artist, take this solid advice and extend it to your real life. Your network is your net worth. If somebody is not supportive," and that doesn't mean going out and buying your product and spending actual physical money. It means cheering when you win. It means speaking highly of you in rooms that you're not in. If they ain't doing that, they ain't shit. Cut them out. Build a network of friends, mentors, people that you look up to, people that inspire you, people who cheer for you when you win, people who pick you up when you fall, people who speak highly of you when you're not around. People who appreciate and encourage you for being your authentic self. Because positive reinforcement can and will bolster confidence. Do you hear that f***ing fridge? We put in a maintenance call, but it's annoying. And last but not least, practice self-compassion. It's quite easy to be kind to other people. "Oh, I like your outfit. Oh, your hair looks great. You look really pretty. That's a nice car." Yada, 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 so on and so on. It's really easy to be kind to other people. A lot of us are really, really bad at being kind to ourselves. Acknowledge that it's okay to make mistakes, that nobody is perfect, and that those imperfections are part of who you are. And that goes back to the other points of celebrating your uniqueness. Self-compassion fosters resilience and self-acceptance. All of these 5 tips kind of play into one another. And if you're doing them, then you will frankly give zero. I mean 0 fucks what anybody else thinks of you. You just will not care. You can wear that dress, you can wear that hat, you can wear a 3-piece suit on a random Wednesday if you feel like it. And if you want to just change your style entirely, maybe you were scrolling Pinterest or Instagram and you saw a Japanese or a Korean guy dressed a certain way and you thought, fuck, that's cool as fuck, I want to try that. But you're afraid of, changing your style from here to here. Who cares? Just do it. Life is short. Who actually cares? Just dress how you want to dress. Speak how you want to speak. If modded up Fast and the Furious style cars is your passion, go do it. Who cares? If dressing a certain way is your passion, dress that certain way. Who cares? If it's Pokemon, if it's collecting rocks, if it's collecting stamps, who cares? We are literally on a tiny floating rock orbiting a flaming ball of gas for a split second. In the grand scheme of things, in the hundreds of millions or billions of years that our galaxy, that the Milky Way, that this planet has been in existence, we're lucky if we're here for about 80 of those. So why would you waste your time worried about what somebody else thinks? Okay, I need to go to my guitar lesson now.